remodeling. It's about legacy. In MINOT and BISMARCK, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Look at that hole open up. Oh, Ziska's going to cut free. He's over the 30. Gets the puck. Here comes free. He fires. He scores. Same play. Conklin with the slam on the channel.
Tuesday night proved to be a historic night for the Minot North Sentinels boys soccer program as they picked up their first win in the team's history, 1-0 over the Dickinson Midgets. And now they come home not to bask in the glory of that first win, but looking to add to it and get a winning week as they host the Century Patriots tonight on the PSP Network. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Owen Patterson on the call for today's matchup between the Patriots and the Sentinels. 2-4 Century, who have gotten off to a bit of a rocky start to this season, come to town to take on Minot North again, fresh off of their first win of the season and the first win of program history. This is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change service. Take about 15 minutes at any of their service centers in Minot or Bismarck. Also find out more online at VIOC. Century brings in a sophomore star on the soccer pitch, Tegan Schlickenmeyer, who leads the team with 7 goals this season. He's really played a major role in getting Century on the scoreboard. He scored in every game except for the one that the Patriots were shut out against Mandan St. Mary's. He's going to be an individual key to watch for the Patriots today. And for Minot North, it's that confidence as we get to the mid-season point of the year. That win against Dickinson could play into more victories in the future. And if they can keep this one close against Century, especially early on, there's a chance to pick up the win in the end. We've got more of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the way, including the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. That's coming up next on the PSP Network.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
It's another great night for high school soccer on the PSP Network. Once again, thank you for joining us in the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. It's Century and Minot North coming your way in just a few moments. After our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network, let's get right into breaking down this matchup as take a look at the team side of things with the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than with Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. For the Century Patriots, 2-4 record they bring in to this match. That's overall and in conference play. No non-conference matches yet for the Patriots. They're going to have to score early and score often. Great separation with this Minot North team. If it's a close one, that one might favor Minot North today, but Bismarck Century, they have the offensive capabilities. We mentioned there in the open with their Schlickenmeyer, their leading scorer, has 12 goals in his very young varsity career. So the scoring options are there for Century. They just have to put those on display in their first trip up to Sentinel Stadium in boys soccer. And as for Minot North, coming off of their program's first victory, they're feeling good. Let's make it a winning week, taking 2 out of just the 2 matches that they have here in this week in September. Keep building for Minot North is how they should get things done today at home against Bismarck Century. And that's your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Well, the weather today, it is absolutely beautiful. It's not super hot in the 80s and 90s like we had in the first 2 weeks of the season. There's barely any wind at all and pretty clear skies. There's a giant cloud that's hanging over Sentinel Stadium today, but it is another wonderful night for high school soccer on the PSP Network. Well, this matchup between Century and Minot North, it is the first all-time between the two teams, and talking about the season right now, it definitely hasn't necessarily gone the way you would have expected it to if you're Bismarck Century, just going off of this program's lengthy history under second-year head coach Stephane Guillaume. They're 2-4. They start off the season with a win, but then would suffer 3 consecutive losses. They would pick up win number 2 against Dickinson, similarly to Minot North. But the Patriots are coming off a loss in their most recent match, and currently sitting in the bottom half of the WDA soccer table, and they've got state tournament on their mind once again. In fact, last year, in 2023, the first time ever that Bismarck Century has missed the state boys soccer tournament, so they're looking for some redemption, and it's going to have to really flip a switch right now, and might be the match to do it against Minot North. As for the Sentinels, maybe lofty goals of a state tournament appearance, but for any team competitively, that's what's on your mind in the preseason practices. They pick up the win against Dickinson, and as our keys to the game stated, keep on building, and we'll see if they can do that today. It's time for the national anthem, though, so we'll step aside. Come back with more of the Valvoline It's an Oil Change pregame show very shortly on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
Jersey Mike's slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
From the 26-yard line, nearing the Serve Pro red zone, are the Demons already. Handoff, Hankey dances in the hole. Now he speeds and bursts outside, accelerates to the 20, 15, 10, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Carter Hankey, this time they go left, and he just does what he does so well is he read the block. It wasn't off tackle, it wasn't off the guard on the inside, and he took his time, then he bounced to the outside, got a great little kick-out block, a touch block, and deep downfield for the Demons, helping them out.
Starting lineups being announced here at Sentinel Stadium ahead of this pretty much mid-season WDA soccer match between Bismarck Century and Minot North. We're getting very close to the midway point of the regular season part of the schedule. Century already 6 matches complete, but they played no teams outside of the WDA in the early part of the season. Unlike Minot North, who got 2 matches against the Grand Forks schools to begin the year. It was 7 straight losses to begin for Minot North. They were giving up a lot of goals. The teams who were scoring against them, the defense had to play a little bit better. And again, please note, Minot North is a very young team. 8 out of the 18 on the roster are in junior high school still. But in net, Minot North did make a change with their goalkeeper, and that's kind of the storyline for Ellen Jebin's team here coming into this matchup against Bismarck Century, because they are going again with Macklin Kelly, who had not really made many appearances. He played half a match in goal before getting the start against Dickinson, and it wasn't because of injury. It was just because Minot North kind of needed a change of pace in goal. So they take out the starting goalkeeper this year, the sophomore Griffin Wall, to replace him with the 8th grader Macklin Kelly. He had a 12-save shutout against the Dickinson Midgets, definitely helping the Sentinels to their first ever win. So Kelly gets the golden jersey today. He's sporting number 1 instead of his navy blue midfielder jersey. Again, Macklin Kelly in goal for the 2nd straight match. The story for Minot North coming into this one against Century, and the Patriots well, their defense is pretty good as well. It's shown a lot of flashes, a team that really does pride themselves on the defensive side. They're finding their way on the offensive side of the ball with pieces around Tegan Schlickenmeyer, but it's going to be about the defense today for Bismarck Century. I think if they can keep, obviously, if they can keep Minot North really out of any good possessions, the Patriots are going to have a good shot in this one to take home 3 points back to Bismarck here in the midweek match. Once again, we'd like to remind you this has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change service that'll take about 15 minutes at any of the Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot or Bismarck. You can also check out what they do by logging onto their website. That's VIOC.com. Getting you set for this match today between Century and Minot North. The Sentinels in the home navy blues once again, and it'll be Century in the road white jerseys today. Century will take the opening kickoff going from left to right on your screen. Minot North defending to begin today's match. They'll be heading from right to left once they get possession of the soccer ball. For Bismarck Century in the middle of the field, taking the kickoff, that will be Tegan Schlickenmeyer. He is the name and the number to know. Just a sophomore, 7 goals this season for Schlickenmeyer. There's the kick, and we are underway with high school soccer on the PSP network tonight. Right on time, 7:30 p.m. in the Central Time Zone. Century has it right around midfield. It will be a lot about Schlickenmeyer on the offensive side for the Patriots, but another name to probably get used to today is number 23. He's wearing the bright red headband that you might see all match long. That's Jackson Jenke, wearing number 23. He's patrolling the middle of the field and actually has a touch right here, as Jenke will play it forward to his teammate, but is actually stolen away by the Sentinels. There's a ball inside the box that'll roll to Century's goalkeeper, Caden Herman. But again, Schlickenmeyer and Jenke really the offensive forces for Bismarck Century. They have a good defensive line as well. Actually, let's get into that starting 11 right now. Caden Herman is the starter in goal, just a freshman wearing the green jersey for the Patriots. The rest of the starters for Century today: Caleb Seibel, Mason Hoskins, Wyatt Silbernagel, Kyle Livesey, Tegan Schlickenmeyer, Carter Grimm, Jake Rabenberg, Albert Cortez, Dawson Schumacher, and Jackson Jenke for the Century Patriots, coached by Stefan Guillaume. And a record of 2-4 this season. Their most recent match was at home against Bismarck Legacy, a common opponent for Century and Minot North. The Patriots dropped that match 3-1. Minot North conceded 10 goals to the Sabres earlier in the season. It's a ball out of bounds, and it'll lead to a throw-in for the Century Patriots on their side of midfield. Back to the Northern Plains, hitting their keys to the game, creating separation on the scoreboard, and really testing the young goalkeeper, Macklin Kelly, will be key for the Patriots today, but they have not made much of an advancement into their own side of midfield, at least in the first just over 2 minutes. Here's a chance, though. It's Schlickenmeyer on the far side, just inside of 18. He's going to try and cross back into the middle, takes a spill, but Minot North prevents any further progress in the box. A lot of contact, a lot of falling players, but no flags, no whistles. We play on, as there's a long shot from about 40 yards out. It looked like that was Carter Grimm that sent it in from the defensive line. Good to stand there from the Minot North defense. So they'll get a throw in right next to their own bench. Let's take a look at who the Sentinels have in their starting lineup today. So they lose the ball right at the midfield stripe. It's McLean Roberts, Gavin Wald, Logan Ovitt, Broden Chell, Jace Hoagland, Emerson Reese, John Clark, Joseph Olson, Jaden Marshall, and Malachi Baldwin, along with the goalkeeper, Macklin Kelly, today for the Sentinels. A penalty against Minot North, so Century gets the free kick, but on the other side of midfield, so they'll just put this into play offensively, try and get a set going, but another pass that was just didn't have the right connection there as Schlickenmeyer was trying to get that to Kyle Livesey, junior midfielder for the Patriots. He'll be wearing number 7 tonight. Ball right on the yellow line. And it will go to Century, throw in from Mason Hoskins. Two fairly young teams on the pitch today. Minot North, we've mentioned so many times. They don't have a single senior on the roster, and actually most of their starting lineup is in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. Bismarck Century, not so much different. They do have some young players out in their starting 11, but obviously Schlickenmeyer, he is a very talented sophomore player. He's going to be fun to watch over the next 2.5 seasons now. His time with the Century Patriots, but look at guys like Hoskins and Grimm. They're both freshmen. Even the starting goalkeeper, Caden Herman, is a freshman. Seibel, a sophomore, classmates with Tegan Schlickenmeyer. As we get almost to the 5-minute mark starting this match, scoreless. Century's had the possession for the majority of the last 3 minutes of this match. Minot North with possession right now, but Jenke's going to take it away, pass through the double team. It'll be a chase towards the end line and sent out of bounds. It looks like that might even set up a corner possibly for Century. It will. We have an early Serve Pro corner kick for the Patriots with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. No, they won't take the corner kick. That one went out the sideline, so a throw-in. Minot North's going to take it away, but back and forth we go. Trading hands is the soccer ball, but here goes the clear. Logan Ovitt trying to race past the defense. He'll send one in, and it's a goal. Logan Ovitt sprints past the Patriots and nets one past the goalkeeper, Caden Herman. It's 1-0 North, just inside of 6 minutes into the match. Watch this one back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. They get it up to Ovitt, and he just works past the last defender, and the shot goes past Herman and into the net for the first goal of today's match. So key for the Sentinels to get on the scoreboard first. And actually, you talk about their last match against Dickinson as Century already threatening right off the kickoff. But you go to their last match against Dickinson, a match that Minot North even won. They didn't score a goal on their own. It was Dickinson that netted an own goal, which led to the Minot North victory. So good to see one go into the back of the net for Minot North, even after that 1-0 win down in Dickinson. 6-minute goal for Logan Ovitt gets us started. Century, they got some press going on here, playing from behind very early in the match. And that was kind of a big shot, I think. Kind of a gut punch there from Minot North to Century, who Patriots think might have their way here in the early stages of the match. And all of a sudden, the ball's out of their possession, and Ovitt is gone for the goal. One 1-0 Minot North on the BNC National Bank scoreboard with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Logan Ovitt, the goal scorer, his 5th goal of the season. In fact, hadn't scored a goal since August 20th against Williston. It's been a long time coming for Ovitt to get back in the scoring column for Minot North. And they'll take that one for sure. It was worth the wait. I said it earlier, Minot North hasn't really had possession for all that long amount of time. A quick fast break resulted in the goal, but Century's kind of maintained possession, trying to work past the Minot North defense, which has really played well here early on. Free kick for the Sentinels right at the midfield line after the Century penalty. We're going to get this one into the box, but it's headed out of bounds by the Patriots. Leads to a Minot North throw-in. You unscrew that little knob right to the right of it, down. Yeah, that makes it loose. Travels back out of bounds again, but it will stay with the Sentinels. Oh, it looks like might have been over. Well, no, we got 2 balls on the field right now. Minot North was trying to throw it in from close to the 20-yard line on the football field, 30 yards from the end line. And then we had another throw in from towards midfield, but got that all cleared away. Shot in, and it's actually saved from Caden Herman. Kind of came out of nowhere on the near side corner. It's that shot at the net for Minot North. They've been aggressive when they have the ball, and speaking of, here's a steal from Jace Hoagland. They get it to the middle, lots of contact. Falling down was Jaden Marshall. We still play on. Hoagland finds Ovid on the near side, looking for Marshall again. This one a bit more of a clear look. Emerson Reese, who's been scoring the most goals for Minot North as of late, gave that one up for Malachi Baldwin. Sends that one past the end line, well off target. Will lead to a goal kick for Bismarck Century. Already a good time to remind you today's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you by the UPS Store, located at the Marketplace Foods Plaza. For all your packing and shipping needs, that's on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 3. It's the UPS Store. Ball rolling towards the net. It just goes off to the left side. That was almost disaster there for Minot North. Macklin Kelly was up towards the 18-yard line. And now a steal away on the goal kick. Century looking to equalize. And they do. It's a goal for the Patriots. We have early fireworks in this match. Hardly even saw who scored it, but Kyle Livesey will get the goal for Bismarck Century. We are even at 1 in the 11th minute. Didn't even get a Ryan Family Dealerships replay of that one, I don't think. Actually, I was wrong in figuring out who sent that one in. Goal for Albert Cortez, his first of the fall. Stole the Minot North goal kick and turned it into a goal to draw even with the Sentinels. Albert Cortez, the junior, already had an assist this year, and that's his second point and first goal. Ball out of bounds from Minot North. Patriots will throw it in. And now go to work in trying to build the lead. Get in front for the first time in today's match. Logan Ovid, the Sentinels goal scorer, has it in the middle of the pitch. And it poked away by the Patriots, but now a pass just in front of him, and it'll be collected by Century's goalkeeper. Now, I will say, was not really expecting a goal for both sides within the first 12 minutes of the match, or even a goal this early anyway. Seems that they might be determined by the defenses early on. But Minot North sends in an early goal, and Sentry trying to make it back-to-back, maybe taking a few extra steps there was Livesey, and that really helped the Sentinel defense to catch up and deter that shot from going in. As Kyle Livesey, maybe we have this one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, had a nice ball into the box. No, we don't have any of it. And possession inside the 18-yard line. But then just put on the brakes and tried to kick that one in with the left foot, but that's where the Minot North defense was catching up to him. 1-1. Nice battle for it. Kept alive by Sentry. And now a whistle and a Minot North penalty. 2 penalties on Minot North in the first 13 minutes. 1 on Bismarck Sentry. We just tugged on the jersey there. The Sentry ball handler. Leads to a free kick. Patriots looking for it all here. Clear to go. They send it into the box all the way to the net. Maybe that was a shot taken from Dawson Schumacher there. I also think he might have been going to Mason Hoskins, and Hoskins tripped right away. So it's a ball out of bounds. Goal kick for Minot North. This one does not result in a Sentry goal this time. But the Patriots are able to pick up the ball very shortly. And now more penalties. First half. Back to even in that stat category, 2 apiece. Ovitt on the near side. Pass from Jace Hoagland. He'll play to Reese. That one goes way up high. Well over the crossbar and no good. And that's Emerson Reese, number 25, a midfielder who scored 2 goals very recently for Minot North. Was not a big goal-scoring option in the first 2 weeks of the season, but week 3, Reese had a goal and then a penalty kick goal as well, bringing his point total on the season to 2, which is tied for 3rd for Minot North. Steele right outside the box. Here goes a shot. That one's high. Looked like that was Marshall that took it for Minot North. They've just been a little off in their last 2 shot attempts. And we have a substitution coming in for Sentinels. Aaron Garza, who was named the man of the match by Minot North in their win against Dickinson, comes in off of the bench this Thursday evening. Garza fills in as a forward for the Sentinels and brings a lot of energy, a lot of endurance to the pitch off the bench for Minot North. Just a really good option for Ellen Jebbins, giving the rest of the forwards line a bit of a breather. Nice move here from the Sentry ball handler. We'll try and figure out who that is, but then has it taken away by Minot North. Jake Rabenberg on the far sideline. And Sentry has it right back, but a ball in the middle for Emerson Reese. We'll go back to the midfield stripe and then play it forward for Garza. Garza lost it nearly out of bounds, but a deflection will be taken away by Janke. And his pass to Rabenberg is picked off. And here now the defenses are settling in, making offense and dribbling and passing a headache for either side. Garza with the ball to the middle for Emerson Reese. He's up for Hoagland. And getting in the way was Hoskins. Last touch by the Sentinels. Throw in for Sentry. Taken by Hoskins. He'll get it right to Caleb Seibel, the sophomore midfielder. 1 assist is his lone point this season. Bismarck Century, a team that a year ago finished with 6 wins, 9 losses, and 2 draws. Overall, 5-7-2 in the West region. All outside the box for Kyle Livesey. All the way to the end line. It's like Broden Chell was able to take away the possession there, and that's going to be a penalty on Livesey. Maybe a little bit of frustration there from the junior. Free kick for Minot North. Century side of midfield. There's a steal again. Here goes Ravenberg. He's played well right outside of 18. The ball that rolls past the end line off the foot of Caleb Seibel. Misses the target for Bismarck Century. We stay even and a 1 goal apiece heading into the 19th minute of this first half. Talking about last year for Bismarck Century, 2023 was the first year under head coach Stéphane Guillaume. It did have a losing record last fall, but they were 1 match away from qualifying for the state tournament, and it ended up being in probably the most heartbreaking fashion you could think of on the soccer pitch. A shootout loss to Bismarck High, to the most storied boys soccer programs in the West. Came down to a WDA state qualifying match. Final score went 4-3 in favor of the Demons. Again, a loss in a shootout. For either side, it was going to be their first time missing the state tournament. You hardly ever hear that. Bismarck High kept their streak alive of 26 straight seasons at the state soccer tournament, while Bismarck Century, they're in their first ever state tournament appearance drought. This year, the state tournament qualification will work a little bit differently. There's no tournament like there was a year ago. Instead, you just got to finish top 4 in the standings. Minot North with possession on their side of midfield. Aaron Garza had a pass get picked off. Now the Patriots will clear. Header by Baldwin, collected by Broden Chell. Sentinels turn back the other way. Later on today, we'll take a look at the Shields of Minot and Bismarck WDA soccer table. It's been an entertaining start to the year as we kick off week 4 of high school soccer across the state. There's one team called the Blue Jays who have, especially early on this season, cemented themselves as the favorites in the WDA, but there is still a lot of time left and a lot of teams in contention for those 4 state tournament spots. Off the Patriots throw-in, Baldwin knocked it down, but then lost it back to Century. Soft shot that goes just inside the box, but is played out of bounds by Minot North. Already halfway through the first half. The Magic Sewing intermission report coming up in 19.5 minutes. Ball to the goalkeeper, Macklin Kelly, makes the save. And the throw, it was a long one and gets picked off by Century. Ball into the box. Working his way toward the goal. Is that one Ravenberg again. Team touched that last. It was Minot North that did, so now officially this first Serve Pro corner kick for Century. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Serve Pro. Just a little bit too long there. Minot North with the steal. They've got numbers going forward. The pass to Garza. Actually gets past the defender there from Century. That was Wyatt Silbernagel, who's into the match for the first time. But it ends up resulting in nothing on that little possession from the Sentinels as they lose the ball out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Substitutions checking in for Bismarck Century. It's going to be Alec Youngberg as the Patriots go to their bench here in 22 minutes in to half number 1. Six-minute goal for Logan Ovitt. Got the scoring started, but just 5 minutes later, Century's Albert Cortez was right on the spot to take away a goal kick from the Sentinels and turn it into the Patriots' first goal of the night. Drawing level with the home side. But we haven't seen a goal since these teams. The last 13 minutes or so have been more the kind of soccer that we're expecting today. Could end up being pretty low scoring still, besides the early goals. Logan Ovitt is back onto the pitch after a little breather on the Minot North bench. Minot North turns the ball over. Free kick for Bismarck Century. Jaden Marshall. He is pushed from behind, and that will result in a Century penalty. Credit that one to Dawson Schumacher, who's chasing Jaden Marshall. Free kick taken by McLean Roberts, the 8th grade defenseman, sorry. Long goal kick here from Macklin Kelly. Emerson Reese maneuvers that ball to his teammate Jaden Marshall and then eventually loses possession. Another Century steal on that far side. The left backs and left wings for Century have really been playing great soccer today on the defensive side. That's a shot that goes high and over the end line. Albert Cortez that sent it in. Fourteen and a half minutes until halftime here in Minot. Century, can they hang on to possession? Yes, they will. Cortez in the middle of the pitch. He'll let a shot go in from 20. Alec Youngberg scores the goal for Century as they take their first lead. Watch this one back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. As Cortez, it looked like he kind of had it, kind of wanted it, but Youngberg, who had the best look at the net, takes a strike from 20 yards away from the net, and the Century leads 2-1. That is the first goal and first points of 2024 and the varsity career of Alec Youngberg. The goal in the 26th minute for Century. And it's back-to-back goals scored by the Patriots. This game on the PSP Network is brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. Again, coming up shortly, the Magic Towing halftime report. Remember their phone number 701-509-4011. There's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing serving western North Dakota. Minot North has gotten into some good offensive sets here recently, but it's been a lot of possessions like that. Marshall and Reese and Garza get possession of it. They play quickly ahead for Logan Ovitt, but the saves have been made by Century's goalkeeper, Caden Herman. And there's another one that did get out of his glove, but was able to hang on to it. Ball that gets past McLean Roberts. Here goes Schlickenmeyer. Tegan Schlickenmeyer works around the defense. He's dangerously close to the net. The top goal scorer for Bismarck Century had that shot get deflected. It's really the first time that we've mentioned Tegan Schlickenmeyer in the match ever since he took the kickoff. He has been held in check by the Minot North defense. And Schlickenmeyer, the go-to option for Bismarck Century. In the Valvoline and Oil Change pregame show, he said that he's scored a goal in every match this season, except for the match the Century got shut out. It's been the surrounding cast that has put in 2 goals for Schlickenmeyer and the Patriots today. Albert Cortez and Alec Youngberg in the first half. 2-1 lead for Century. They want to add to it. Malachi Baldwin takes it away and says no. Jaden Marshall to Aaron Garza. Up next to the sideline and lost it out of bounds. Century gets the takeaway and will be rewarded with the throw-in. Emerson Reese making space there and pushing Caleb Seibel out of the way. Put the ball in possession of the Sentinels, but again, Century will take it right back. The last, 10 or so minutes, probably even longer than that. Minot North possessions have been short. Century's defense has been dialing up the aggression there on the defensive line, as that's another steal from Ravenberg. But after 2 touches for the Patriots, Minot North has it right back. Unable to keep possession of there. Actually, no, it'll be a throw-in for Minot North. Last touch by the Patriots. Gavin Wald back in the match for Minot North at this latest substitution. Seen Wald in the starting lineup a bit in the first couple weeks. McLean Roberts has played pretty well for Minot North, and among the few other changes, now off the bench as we get into week 4. Player down for Minot North right next to the sideline. Play continues until Century's able to get possession. That's Garza, who's still down, and athletic training staff will check up on him. He's able to make his way off the pitch. And Century will have a free kick right in front of their own goal box. Design of 10 minutes to go in the first half, 9:41 to be exact. 2-1 lead for Bismarck Century on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. with location in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. PNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit PNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. All right, in the middle of quite a big week on the PSP Network as we get further into the fall sports season. Misplay there by the Sentinels, and Tegan Schlickenmeyer had a lane right toward his first goal of the match, but he also couldn't hang on to the soccer ball that had a mind of its own in that last play. Now Jaden Marshall passes up to Ovitt, but it's too far in front. Marshall is able to get it back, though, and Century's attempt to clear. Wide open here on the near side is Jace Hoagland. Hoagland will stop, evaluate the options, pass to Ovitt, long kick into the box. Ovitt fell down as he sent it in, resulting in a wild pass that goes out of bounds. Goal kick for the Patriots. Rolling ball well into Century territory, and another big collision on the sideline as Cortez took quite the hit. He pops right back up and ready to go. Century throw in once he's the clear to play, and they get a new ball. Malachi Baldwin stepping into the passing lane there and taking it away from Minot North. This is the first of 3 consecutive days of broadcasts on the PSP Network. Standalone soccer game tonight between Century and Minot North, but tomorrow a high school football triple header. Will break down those matchups in the Magic Towing Intermission Report, as well as the first half scoring in this match between Minot North and Century. And we have more soccer, a WDA Soccer Saturday to begin the weekend. 3:30 kickoff. 3:15 Valvoline and Oil Change pregame show. Bismarck High, Minot High. From Dwayne Carlson Stadium here in Minot, North Dakota. Header out of the box. But Century looks to be still hanging on to it. Youngberg, the most recent goal scorer, he'll give it off to Schlickenmeyer. His shot deflected. Minot North, they just got to clear this ball, but Century won't allow him to. Reese tries the header, gets it up to Logan Ovitt, and he loses the handle. Now Hoagland tries to get it away, but Rabenberg is all over the place defensively. Rabenberg, the intense defensive pressure there from number 11. He's able to get the ball to Century without a blue jersey around him on the defensive line. It's Rabenberg in the midfield, up to Cortez. He'll chase after it, tracking this ball into the corner and keep it in. Albert Cortez continues play for the Patriots. Pass to himself is going to be played out of bounds by Minot North. Had a lot of great tries here in the final few minutes of the first half, and advancements from the Century Patriots. When they picked up their lead on the Alec Youngberg goal, they have not yet been able to add to it. Dangerous ball in front of the net. Minot North is able to get it out of the goal box after all of that. Tried to play it back to the goalkeeper, Kelly, but that's not what happened. Sentinels have escaped quite a bit of danger in this first half. Seibel lost it. Sentinels will get it right to the midfield. No need to clear this time. What can they do with the midfielders? Moving up to the front forward line. Here's Ovitt, 35 yards from the goal line. Ovitt, far sideline. Will pass it off to Roberts and try and get it right back. Winning that collision there was Bismarck Century. And another pass that's just not going to be on target, as Reese was trying to get that pass to Jace Hoagland. Sentinels lose it out of bounds. They've had their share of chances. It really hasn't been perfectly even on Century and Minot North scoring opportunities in this first half, but the opportunities have been there at times for the Minot North Sentinels, especially in those first 20 minutes. As we get into the final 4 minutes of half number 1. First half where it's hard to really declare who the favorite has been or who's had the best first half, because on one side you could say Century, they have the 2-1 lead, but on the other, what we were just talking about, Minot North has had their share of opportunities, and their defense really stood up to the task in the first 20 minutes. If that's not the case, this might be a quite significantly larger lead for Century. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, another ball out of bounds. Minot North just can't keep it between the yellow lines. They lose the ball to Century. Baldwin and Ravenberg both hit the turf, and Baldwin, when it took out Ravenberg there, he was on the ground first, going to be called for the penalty. It's a dangerous play there, rolling up on the leg of Century's Jake Ravenberg, senior. Just 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half, but a substitution taken by Minot North. And it's to bring Aaron Garza back onto the pitch. Remember, Garza left earlier in this half. A bit of an injury. He was down on the turf for a while and was able to jog to the Sentinels bench. So he has returned. That's good to see, especially before the halftime break for Minot North. It was Ravenberg again to Seibel. Middle of the pitch, back to Ravenberg. He'll try and send one in from 25. And that is deflected immediately by Tegan Dangle. .90 seconds remain in the first half on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Century 2, Minot North 1. It's been back-to-back goals, though, for the Patriots, which have given them their first lead of the contest. Ball up again to Ovitt, but couldn't collect the pass cleanly from Emerson Reese. And again, the name that we've been saying the most in the last couple of minutes, Jake Ravenberg, who's playing midfield. He's listed as a defenseman, a backfield player, but he is roaming the middle of the pitch for Bismarck Century. Turning good defense into good offense. Here's a steal for the Patriots. How long can they keep possession? Seibel had his pass deflected. A long run for it, and the Sentinels will just play it out of bounds. Inside of 30 seconds left, Century maybe a little bit of energy here before halftime. They've got to throw in, playing quickly. And they lost it. So Seibel there, hang his head. Century had a nice scoring opportunity before the break, but now Minot North trying to cash in the final 10 seconds. It is a really long pass into the box. Maybe could have been more patient there. 2 seconds, 1 second, and there's the horn for the first half. Minot North scores early thanks to Logan Ovitt, but Bismarck Century got right back into the match with Albert Cortez's goal in the 11th minute, and they go up 2-1 thanks to Alec Youngbird. We'll break down the first half when we return on the Magic Towing Intermission Report. You're watching high school soccer on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in MINOT and BISMARCK, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Reach halftime of this WDA soccer match between the Century Patriots and Minot North Sentinels. It's a Magic Towing intermission report. Remember their phone number is 701-509-4011. Remember the number and call Magic Towing when you need a tow serving Western North Dakota. Once again, that phone number is 701-509-4011. At the half of the BNC National Bank scoreboard, the Bismarck Century Patriots lead Minot North 2-1. It was an exciting, fast-paced start offensively for these two teams as we break down the first half scoring here. The Magic Towing intermission report. Minot North, the first team on the board. Again, they're coming off their first ever win in program history and feeling pretty good. And Logan Ovid got the scoring started, broke quite the scoring drought for himself after scoring 4 goals in the team's first 3 matches of the season. He would net his first goal since August 20th in just the first 6 minutes of today's match. That put Minot North up 1-0, and you saw kind of the attitude, I don't know, the style of play for Bismarck Century change a little bit after that. It kind of got hit in the mouth by Minot North in the first 6 minutes. You saw an increase in defensive intensity from Century and a lot more shots on goal, and it was actually right away they took advantage of a little bit of a miscue from Minot North as the Sentinels had a goal kick after a ball went out of bounds, last touched by the Patriots, and right in front of their own net, Malachi Baldwin tried sending it away, but it was taken away by Albert Cortez, and he turned it into a goal for Century to level at 1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That was in the 11th minute, so we're all even then, and then the defenses, they started settling in like we expected in this match. And that was until Alec Youngberg, right off the bench in the 26th minute, scores the second goal for Bismarck Century in the first half. It looked like it was Cortez again who had possession the whole time inside of 18, the goal box, and just outside. And then kind of said, here, Alec, take the shot, as he was the one facing the net, and Youngberg put it in past Macklin Kelly, the goalkeeper for Minot North, who's conceded his first 2 goals of the season after pitching the shutout in goal for Minot North in the win against Dickinson. That's how the first half scoring went down. Again, Patriots 2, Sentinels 1, and the breakdown, what happened in the first half, well, it was early offense, kind of surprising out of the gates, and then the defenses really took over. And I think that's what you're going to see a lot of in the second half. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of intercepted passes, a lot of tackles from these teams. Defense is really going to lead the way for Bismarck Century in the second half, and so too for Minot North, who's playing from behind a goal. Usually you say, well, the offense really has to get good looks, but it starts with defense for Minot North as Century Again, their first goal was just on a Minot North miscue. The second goal is because there was really just a lot of standing there outside of the goal. Century had 3 white jerseys in the same area, but Minot North didn't put a contest on the shot from Youngberg, and it went into the back of the net for the second goal. So defense really the key in the second half for both teams. We return to Sentinel Stadium. A very quick break. We'll wrap up the Magic Towing Intermission Report by taking a look at what's ahead this week. A busy week as we get into fall sports on the PSP Network.
There is no place like the Country Club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Second half between Century and Minot North is on the way very shortly. 2-1 lead for the Patriots in the Magic Towing Intermission Report. Let's take a look at the weekend on the PSP Network. Join us tomorrow, 6 p.m. It's an early kickoff between Wahpeton and Minot North on the football field. AA football right here from Sentinel Stadium. Join myself and Corey McIver on the call for that one. A 5:45 Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show as the Sentinels at 1-0 off their win against Century's JV team last Thursday. Host 0-1 Wahpeton in their first AA competition. Then starting at 7, it'll be Grand Forks Central visiting Bismarck St. Mary's. The Bismarck crew has the call of that one against 7 p.m. kickoff. They'll go on the air at 6:30. And Nick Holberg will be in Fargo for a Dakota Bowl rematch. Minot High and Shanley. The Magi got the best of the Deacons in the Fargo Dome. Now it goes to Shanley's home field as both teams off to maybe not the start they dreamed of. Minot High 0-1, Shanley 1-1 as they'll meet in Week 3 action tomorrow night. And then it's back to the soccer pitch at Dwayne Carlson Stadium on Saturday afternoon. 3:30 start, 3:15 Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show as Minot High hosts Bismarck. Again, 2 teams right in the middle of the WDA soccer table as we speak today. Minot High definitely, though, in better position to clinch a state spot, but Bismarck High is on the up, it seems, after a very unexpected slow start to the year for the Demons. They'll come into town for their first matchup against Minot High this season. Again, that's Saturday afternoon. WDA Soccer Saturday on the PSP Network. Teams are taking the field here once again at Sentinel Stadium. But 40 minutes back on the clock. We will take a 30-second break, wrapping up the Magic Towing Intermission Report from Minot.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Minot North and Bismarck Century, flip sides of the pitch. And with that kickoff, we are underway with the second half of high school soccer today on the PSP Network. It's an early takeaway by Century. Ball in the box, and it will be just wide left. That went off the left upright, it seems, of the post. Taking away a third goal from Bismarck Century as we put the PNC National Bank scoreboard back up on your screen. The Patriots do lead 2-1 over Minot North as we're just seconds into the second half, and the Patriots looking to go up 2 goals. Now Minot North with their first offensive chance. It's Logan Ovitz off similar play in the first half, trying to sprint past the defense. This time, Century with the tackle and the stop. We said it in the Magic Towing Intermission Report. You see a lot of back and forth here, but maybe was intending that to be right around midfield with the amount of pass interceptions and takeaways that we had, but it is from one side of the pitch to the other as Century put up a shot that went off the post. Logan Ovit trying to get into the box here on the right side of your screen, and then that last play by Jake Rabenberg was stopped at about 20 yards from the end line. Goal kick from Minot North will actually be picked up by the Patriots. And this goes back to our pregame show. Northern Plains heeding their keys to the game for Century and the style of play they've come out with after halftime. And that's to create the separation on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Get ahead of this Minot North team, and you kind of deflate their tires a little bit. Now, that's an obvious handball there. And that's actually going to result in a yellow card against Malachi Baldwin. Is that like a flagrant foul in basketball? It was like too obvious, or was there something said on the pitch like we saw in the last match we did at Sentinel Stadium, and Baldwin's going to be sent off after receiving that yellow card? That was sorry, that was at Minot High. That was Minot High in Legacy. Oh yeah, there you go. You see the explanation from Malachi Baldwin. He did give quite the shove. It wasn't on the handball. It was before that, shoving a Century player. But we return to action on the pitch. Jake Rabenberg has this free kick lined up 24 yards out from the goal. We try and take it himself or use the header here from Century. It'll be Rabenberg all the way. A line drive, takes one hop and skips to Macklin Kelly, who makes the save. Kelly has sure been tested in goal. Again, he is the new starting goalkeeper, and right away the Patriots have possession right outside of 18. Ball in the middle, and Kelly saves another one. Macklin Kelly in the second half has played well, and just in that last 20-second window of action. There you go. Look at Kelly, who will be defending the Serve Pro corner kick from Century. Took over goalkeeper responsibilities in Dickinson and makes yet another save. Does Kelly on the header by Jackson Jenke. Ovit takes it away from the goalkeeper, shoots and scores for the Sentinels. We are even once again. A second Logan Ovit goal. We'll watch this one back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, but it was just a huge mishap from Century that gives Ovit a clean look, and he just dribbles right past Century's goalkeeper, Caden Herman, to even the score at 2. Here it is on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. There's one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. And I think maybe the miscommunication there was that Herman was not right behind his teammate to collect that pass to the goalkeeper. Maybe thought the other defensive player was going to be there, but instead it was just a ball to no man's land. Ovit picks it up, again makes that move past Herman, and scores his second goal of the match, 6th of the season. And that is in the 44th minute. North chasing after it again. Another good advancement by the Sentinels towards the goal. Two-two on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 36 minutes to play in today's match. Now Century, can they go back in front? Just unable to get a clean look and a clean shot off. Right in front of the net was again Albert Cortez. A result of a Serve Pro corner kick, but Century feels like that one was a big missed opportunity by Cortez, who just couldn't line it up with a clean target. Corner kick from the Patriots, headed away by Minot North. Who's going to get this loose ball? It is Century. And last touch by the Patriots, goal kick for Minot North. Ackland Kelly has had a lot of action as the goalkeeper for Minot North here in the second half. And he stood up to the test, keeping Century off the scoreboard here in just the first 5 minutes of the second period. But Century is right on the defense once again as Cortez forces a turnover, but Minot North will clear. And the Patriots play this one back to their goalkeeper. Oh, mishap there on the goal kick from Kelly. Didn't get it off cleanly. But the Sentinels there, his teammates able to help play it back to Kelly, but Janke gets the steal. McLean Roberts aggressive. He'll take away the ball. Here's Garza. And just a little bit offsides. A turnover to Bismarck Century. Garza knew he needed to stop, but just couldn't slow the momentum before touching that ball. It's called for offsides. Now the Patriots again quickly get it to their forward line, dancing just outside of the goal box, and a deflection that flies high in the sky and out of bounds. Brings up a third Serve Pro corner kick of the second half for Bismarck Century. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Serve Pro. Kelly has been able to stop the first two. That sails over his head and out of bounds. Does not need to record a save on that one, as Century will give the ball back to Minot North. Sentinels will take a goal kick with 33 minutes remaining in the match. Good time to remind you this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Wasn't that long ago that had the sun up until about 10 p.m., but it's setting earlier and earlier now as the lights here at Sentinel Stadium are on, and the sunset has already gone past us. It's Thursday evening in Minot, North Dakota, way up on North Hill. Sentinels clear. Forwards have it. But steal again. Jake Ravenbury. Mark him down as the early candidate for Sport Clips MVP. Now trying to add a goal to his name off the crossbar and get some help there. Ravenberg nearly added a huge mark to his support for that MVP of the game nomination, but it'll go down as an assist as Caleb Seibel puts in the third goal of the day for Bismarck Century. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Ravenberg with the steal. He tries to send that one in from 15. It goes off the crossbar over Kelly, and there is Seibel with the offensive rebound and the putback. Jake Ravenberg has been able to do defensively and offensively for Bismarck Century. Pretty much the definition of the Sport Clips MVP of the match. Still a lot of time left before we have to hand out that award officially. As part of the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Century goes up 3-2. 49th minute goal by Caleb Seibel. Lots of Calebs and Cadens on the Bismarck Century team. Ball over the crossbar this time from Century. You know, get help from the post this time around. Substitution for Minot North brings Malachi Baldwin back onto the pitch. So the Sentinels, who kicked off the second half in such a strong fashion by that Logan Ovitt goal to equalize at 2 goals apiece, gave them a giant confidence boost once again. A team that is playing with a lot more confidence than what we saw in the first match we put on the air, that's for sure. And a team that has very quick development of their key varsity pieces since that first week. And now just at the halfway point, this team is on a really good track. But Century's third goal, and Minot North will have to play these final 30 minutes from behind. And there's a yellow card for Malachi Baldwin. Here goes Rabenberg again, trying to add a goal this time. It's going to be saved by Kelly off the post. Was that even an own goal for Minot North? We'll have to watch it back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, but Century back-to-back goals in a matter of 3 minutes, not even 3 full minutes, have given them a 4-2 lead. Here's the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. It's Rabenberg, goes off of Kelly, and then Seibel off the post. And yes, I think McLean Roberts might have been the last to touch it. We'll try it again here on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Off the post and off of Roberts. That's a tough one there for Minot North, but even if it does go down as an own goal against the Sentinels, another nice play from Bismarck Century. And that's the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. With specialized training and technology, nobody knows your vehicle better than the certified technicians at Ryan Family Dealerships. No matter what kind of vehicle you own, you can trust your repairs to Ryan. We'll wait for the official announcement on that one, but on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, it looks like that might have been an own goal in the end, but Rabenberg and Seibel have been too credited with the second half scoring for Bismarck Century, giving them a 2-goal lead, the largest of the match. Seibel again gets past Baldwin. And the play of Rabenberg and Seibel and Cortez today has been hugely beneficial for Bismarck Century, who have really not gotten much, especially in the offensive side, from Tegan Schlickenmeyer. Those 7 goals on the season puts him as one of the top goal scorers in the entire West region through the first 3 weeks of conference play. Hasn't added too many assists to that 7-goal mark this year, so he's off the leaderboard of point scores, and I think that's a perfect segue into take a look at who leads the West region in the scoring category. Goals and assists. Currently in first, from first place Jamestown, it's Edie Ramadani. Century had a nice look there, but it's taken away by Minot North. Try and advance quickly. Reese gets past Janke. Long pass here to Garza. Garza will collect it outside the box. Keeps working towards the end line. And that's a slide tackle that will warrant a penalty against Aaron Garza. Player still down for Bismarck Century. Going back to the points leaderboard in the WDA. Due to the midweek matches here of week 4. Edie Ramadani of Jamestown, 14 points for him. His Jamestown teammate is in third. That's Brady Hardy. The Blue Jays, the only unbeaten team left in the West region. They are in action tonight against Minot High at home. But right in between Ramadani and Hardy with 12 points is Ricardo Macias of Williston. The Coyotes, a huge season for Williston here in 2024 after just 4 total points in the standings one season ago. They are currently in second place with 13 points, 4 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses for the Coyotes. There is still that player down for Bismarck Century. Fourth place, Camden Koyman of Legacy with 10, and in fifth, Cameron Haas of Bismarck High with 9. The Patriots and the athletic training staff will tend to the player on the turf. We'll step aside, come back with more high school soccer on the PSP Network after this commercial break. It was Carter Grimm who needed some help to get off the pitch for Bismarck Century, but he's walking on his own power. A little bit of a limp in his step, but it's like he should be pretty good. Nothing severe there for Bismarck Century's defensive player. So after the break, Century does have a goal kick. They'll pick it up right where play stopped after that tackle by Aaron Garza. That was a penalty and probably caused that injury. Patriots moving past midfield. Deflection, though, keeps the Patriots' momentum going as McLean Roberts was trying to clear. Cortez was along the sideline for Century, a team that will make a substitution here. And I think this is a great time to talk about Bismarck Century's second-year head coach. A guy originally from Haiti, Stephane Guillaume, who I had a great conversation with before today's match started. Guillaume, who has a soccer or football playing career internationally for the Haitian national team, also played in leagues in Haiti. He's also played in various levels of Major League Soccer here in the U.S. This is a guy that knows his stuff, that's for sure. And obviously he's now a coach for Bismarck Century, and you might say, well, how do you end up in North Dakota coaching Bismarck Century when you play for pro teams like those in the MLS and for national teams? And it's because of his desire to teach the game where the game isn't being taught, or even in some places where it's not being played. And that led Stephane to pursue coaching ventures outside of playing soccer. Of course, wanted to stay in the game that he loves so much, and brought him to North Dakota and started coaching in Bismarck for the Magic Soccer Club, and even started his branch of a soccer development program called Foulet LLC. There's a group in Texas, and he brought it to Bismarck, North Dakota. And Coach Guillaume, he teaches the game to young players and even players getting into high school ages, because around these parts in North Dakota, it's rarely a game that, one, you get good organized soccer, and two, good instruction on how to play. And the story, and the part of the story that resonated with me the most, and the part that I really love talking to Stéphane Guillaume about, is he brought his Foulet football camp just a little bit north of Bismarck to a town that I know pretty well, Washburn, North Dakota, and set up a camp there. He said 12 people showed up, which is just enough to make one team. But there was no games played. It was simply just, here's how you dribble the ball, here's how you run, here's how you shoot, and here's how you play defense. It was kids between the ages of 6 and about 12 up there in Washburn. He got in touch with the Washburn soccer coach. It was a youth soccer. There's a youth soccer league in Washburn. Put together, they play on baseball fields. And he said, if you can find me a field, then I'll come and teach the game of soccer to the kids of Washburn, North Dakota, where there is no high school team. There's no program past 5th grade. But he's using his inspiration of love of the game of soccer and football. He went up to Washburn and plenty of other towns in North Dakota. He says Fargo and Minneapolis are other places, but not really anything as small and out of the way as little Washburn, North Dakota. But Stéphane Guillaume, he's made himself a home here in North Dakota, coaching this game, and in his second season as the head coach for Bismarck Century, leading the way for the Patriots, who lead 4-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Ball into the box. Could it be a third for Ovid? But Herman slides in front to stop it. North with the ball back again as we get to 21 minutes remaining in the match. Aaron Garza hooks it away from Albert Cortez, but a clear from Century will halt Minot North's momentum. Slide tackle. A nice one there for Minot North. No penalty. There is a Century player down who's going to need some attention from the athletic training staff. But to go back to that conversation, one last bit of it, talking to Stéphane Guillaume outside the Century locker room during the JV game. He said he was in Florida trying to do this coaching thing, and he said everywhere you go there, it's definitely not like soccer in North Dakota. There's a field and organized leagues for kids as young as 4. It just wasn't the right spot to put his plan and his idea of teaching the game where the game isn't played into action. So North Dakota is a good second option for that, where there's only 13 high school teams. And outside of the Class A schools, not even every Class A school fields a soccer team anymore. Your Watford Cities and Devils Lakes and Wahpetons, they don't even have soccer programs. I don't know how much interest you'd have from Class B towns anymore for soccer programs. So he's in the right spot to spread the game of soccer. Penalty against Aaron Garza. He was trying to reach in and take that ball away from Isaac Slag, who's in the match for Bismarck Century. Leads to a free kick for the Patriots. But Minot North will get out of harm's way. Sentinels team that, with just 19.5 minutes to go, trails 4-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. And they're obviously showing quite a bit of urgency to cut this deficit in half, but Right now, they just haven't made the plays. Logan Ovitt followed Aaron Garza, who just got taken out of the match, all the way to the sideline, showing his support. Ovitt, quite the leader for the Sentinels. Having a great match today. 2 goals for Logan Ovitt, another contender for Sport Clips MVP of the match, along with Century's Jake Rabenberg. Long shot in, and it's just off to the right. Emerson Reese packs quite the punch when he takes a shot on goal. But that one just so slightly off to the right. See it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Actually saw pretty much none of that one. Kind of hit and miss on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay today. Got the important goals, that's for sure. Albert Cortez dribbling for Bismarck Century. Sorry, that was not Cortez. He was up on the forward line. 11 and 17, looking very similar today. From a broadcast position, dribbling to the middle is Rabenberg. And he is going to be hit on the shot attempt. It looks like no whistle on that play in particular. It's just going to be a Surf Pro corner kick for Bismarck Century. Thought maybe we had a penalty kick coming up, but it'll be a corner kick instead for Century. They're 4th of the second half. Header towards the goal, but it goes off of McLean Robertson out of bounds, resulting in a second consecutive Surf Pro corner kick for Century. Using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration, it's Surf Pro taking it quickly. Set up well. If Cortez can handle it, eventually he gets control of the soccer ball. And his shot deflected out of bounds. Let's try it a third time with the Surf Pro corner kick. Take it from the near side corner this time around. Couple of important substitutions here for Bismarck Century ahead of this Surf Pro corner kick, as Caden Seibel, who's scored a goal already in the second half and nearly had another one, but it's an own goal against Minot North. He's back in. Now rolling in front of the net, and that will be goal number 5 for Century, as they take a 5-2 lead. Is that Cortez again? Yes, it was. Watch this one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Get the whole corner kick this time. Played outside of the box. A shot in from Rabenberg that Cortez is able to handle and kick it with the left foot for goal number 5 for Century. A 64th minute goal for Albert Cortez. 2-goal game for him. So not only is Seibel back onto the pitch for Bismarck Century, so we were just talking about, he's been quite a few scoring plays for the Patriots in the second half, but they also have changed their goalkeeper, as Nicholas Schlinger has come in. He's saved 3 out of 4 shots on goal that he's seen this year, and goalkeeper, one of quite a few positions that Century has had to find replacements for from last year's team that was, again, a shootout away from a state tournament appearance. The Century only used 1 goalkeeper last season, and they had to find their answer here in 2024. Caden Herman, the freshman, has gotten a majority of the action. Came into today's match with 30 saves, 1 shutout on 13 goals conceded. And then you have Schlinger, who's a junior and has been in for very limited action this year, but again, a .750 save percentage. So Schlinger on to the pitch for the Patriots, defending their goal for the final 17 minutes. We have just 15 and a half to play. 5-2 Century on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Life's busy, that's why they'll make managing your money easy. With locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, visit BNCbank online at bnc.bank. And now it gets into kind of desperation time for Minot North. You'll take any shot you can get, and Malachi Baldwin did exactly that, but off to the left, and now he has the ball again. Gives it up to Ovid, but Jackson Jenke is there to take it away. Going back to Jackson Jenke, number 23 for Bismarck Century, who's yet to score a point this season, but plays midfield, primarily used on defense. Good athlete there in the middle of the field for Century. If you're familiar with FCS football, especially in the Missouri Valley, and you've seen South Dakota State for the past couple of years, they had a talented wide receiver, Jackson Yonke, spelled exactly the same. Had more years of eligibility. Came back to play for the Century Patriots. Ravenberg, quick pass to Schlickenmeyer. Patriots will regain possession once again, but it's a ball that's going to roll into the box and be picked up by Macklin Kelly. Reminder, this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it with over 100 areas of study at Minot State. You'll earn the degree for the career you desire, with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Minot State's women's soccer team starting their regular season this weekend. There's a ball in the box for Century, and Minot North will get it out of play. But MSU women's soccer, they are in Nampa, Idaho, at a little tournament hosted by Northwest Nazarene University. And not only is that quite the opponent that Minot State will be facing, they're also going up against Chaminade University from Hawaii. And look at right into conference play. Well, the Beavers. Minot North down 3 goals to Bismarck Century, and besides the shutout win for Minot North on Tuesday against Dickinson, they have conceded at least 5 goals now in every other match. Hence the stress on defense for the Sentinels ahead of this match and the rest of the way for Minot North, who, again, like we said earlier, they've shown great progress from the first match in conference play to our match today. Scoring has picked up for Minot North, not just from Ovid, but from the rest of the crew. Gavin Wald, Emerson Reese, Malachi Baldwin added in a goal. Baldwin also has 2 assists on the year. He's third on the team in scoring with 3 points, but he's primarily playing defense for the Sentinels. Up next for North will be a Saturday afternoon match against Mandan St. Mary's, and we talk about how little soccer has been played in North Dakota outside of Fargo's and the Bismarcks. Mandan and St. Mary's coming together as a soccer co-op this season. And St. Mary's will be in town Saturday at 12:30. That game not on the PSP Network. Will be at Dwayne Carlson Stadium for Minot High and Bismarck High. And next up for Bismarck Century, they will be at home against the top team in the conference, Jamestown. As things stand today, the Blue Jays, no matter the results of today's matches, will stay in first place, and they're hosting Minot High tonight. I think with that, let's take a look at the Shields of Minot and Bismarck WDA soccer table. Shields of Minot and Bismarck bring you the player of the week each week on the PSP Network social media platforms. Go to @Network PSP to vote or nominate a player for this week's player of the week. Just missing the net there for Bismarck Century as they tried to add a little more salt to the wound today. That was Tegan Schlickenmeyer, again, has not scored in this match. Another shot off the crossbar. And it's going to drop in play and bounce almost into the net. Kelly able to fend that one off. He had to track that a long ways with all the spin and everything. Off the crossbar, dropped, and then the backspin almost went over the head of Kelly and into the net for a 6th Century goal of the match. As Ovitt gets some space, dribbles to the middle, right-footed kick will go off to the left side of the net. So increased scoring looks for these two teams here in the final 10 minutes. We got to get in these soccer standings here. Shields proud to support the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. That's Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They bring you a look at the West Region soccer table today. Jamestown 6-0, unbeaten, 18 points in conference play. They are in first at the moment, followed by Williston, 4 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses for 13 points. And then you have Legacy and Minot occupying the last 2 state qualifying positions. Legacy with 11 points, Minot with 10. Those teams had a 1-1 draw the first time they faced each other. That's going to be quite the matchup when the head-to-head battle goes down to Bismarck later on in the season. And right behind Minot, but not too far behind, is Mandan St. Mary's. Again, is the next opponent for Minot North. The Braves currently with 10 points, but have 2 more losses than Minot High does. And the Magicians have the head-to-head win over Mandan St. Mary's already. Bismarck High, bit of a sluggish start for the Demons, but they are rebounding pretty well. Close out the first half of the season. They have 7 points at the moment, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses for Bismarck High, currently in 6th. We have Century with 6 points in 7th. Minot North, and win over Dickinson puts them into 8th. Right ahead of the Midgets, who are winless. 0 wins, 0 draws, 5 losing decisions for Dickinson, who's off tonight. They'll be on the road at Legacy over the weekend. Those are your West Region soccer standings. To this Thursday night, a full slate of high school soccer in the WDA. 3 matches, Bismarck at Legacy, Minot at Jamestown, Century at Minot North. And we know the score of one of those, Patriots 5, Sentinels 2. The 6th goal for Century was taken away by the crossbar just a few moments ago. Sentinels running out of time. Inside of 7 minutes to play on the BNC National Bank scoreboard and trailing by 3 goals, but one late strike here would definitely end the night pretty well for Minot North, who's played a pretty good game. There's just a few missed passes led to goals for Bismarck Century. There was an own goal in there as well against the Sentinels. A late substitution for Minot North. They bring in Broden Chell back off the bench. He saw significant minutes in the first half. And now will be out there for the final 6-12. Baldwin, will he go right? Will he go left? Goes left. Pass to the sideline. And then a deflection by Century. And the Patriots will advance his ball up the field. Janke is sticking his ground there as multiple Sentinel players fall. Penalty against Bismarck Century. Quick change of hands here to Minot North as they're at the 27-yard line, away from the net. Again, going against replacement goalkeeper Nicholas Schlinger, and that will be a goal for Minot North on the free kick. Here's the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. There's still time for the Sentinels. as they cut the deficit to 2 goals. Emerson Reese flying in there with the header. Now 5-3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard in favor of Century. Saw Reese flying in there with the header, but I don't think his shot was the one that actually went in. It was Jaden Marshall that. And we'll take a look again in the Ryan Family Dealerships replay to. They just announced that it was Marshall that scored the goal. Big goal for Bismarck Century. Scoring has picked up once again here in the final 5 minutes. As that is going to be a Patriot goal credited to Dawson Schumacher, it looks like. Here's the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Schumacher had it the whole way. There's it from the right corner of the goal box. So the lead goes back up to 3 goals for Century. 2-goal deficit was short-lived for the Sentinels here in the second half. But still with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, could add another goal of their own. Make it a season high. '76-minute goal for Schumacher, Austin Schumacher. Following the 74th-minute goal from Jaden Marshall. Our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show comes up once this goes final. Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com for their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Century trying to score again, but there's a player down in the box for the Pats. Actually took that first shot attempt. That's Albert Cortez, who has 2 goals in the game. So he's all right. Just 3 minutes and 18 seconds remain on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. During that Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show, we'll name the Sport Clips MVP of the match and also declare the move of the game. 9 goals. We've seen plenty of highlights there. A couple of good saves from Macklin Kelly in half number 2. And it looks like we're going to get an injury timeout here at Sentinel Stadium. Back with the final 3 minutes and 18 seconds on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Albert Cortez needs some help from his Century teammates to get off the field. Not what you want to see in the final 3 minutes of any sporting event or at any time, to be fair. Isaac Slag will step onto the pitch for Century with Cortez. 2 goals in the match for him. Getting more attention on the Century sideline. And the athletic training staff here at Sentinel Stadium. 6-3 your score. Clock starts rolling once again. Minot North has possession of the soccer ball, but working this back towards their old goalkeeper, Kelly. Get it out of the goal box here. Penalty against Century on the sideline will result in a free kick taken on the yellow boundary line. And we've got more soccer coming up this week on Saturday. Bismarck is at Minot. That's Bismarck High at Minot High. Century again. They are showing no signs of slowing down. Trying to put up 7 goals in the match, but Minot North able to take it away. As Ovitt has 2 goals already today, running down the pitch and asking for something, now raising the voice a little bit. He wanted a quick throw in to try and get that hat trick. Be the first one in Sentinels history. Only has 90 seconds to get it done. Now the Patriots have a throw in. Leading 6-3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Strong start for Minot North today. Ovitt scoring that goal in the opening 6 minutes of the match. But Century answered. They took the lead before halftime. Sentinels again, a quick start in half number 2, tying the match at 2 goals apiece. But then the Patriots found some success. Back-to-back goals, Rabenberg and Seibel. Put the Patriots up by their largest lead of 4-2. North would add another goal late, but Century back-to-back. The final 8 minutes, and even trying to score one more with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll get a ServPro corner kick, and they're still running around looking to add on some more goals. Playing out the entire 80 minutes today are the Patriots. ServPro corner kick into the box, and a header that goes just high off the football goal posts. 4 seconds left, and this kick from Kelly will run out the final 3 seconds of the match. Bismarck Century comes to Minot and pick up their 3rd win of the season. It's a 6-3 final score on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We have the planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up next after this commercial break.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
As we return to Sentinel Stadium for one final time tonight on the PSP Network, it's time for the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show following a Bismarck Century Patriot win 6-3 over the Minot North Sentinels, a Century team that was tested early on in this match by an early Logan Ovitt goal, responded to the early deficit with their own early goal in the match. 11th minute, it was Albert Cortez. It was early, but it wasn't the first goal of today's match. But that got Century back on the board for the first time, got them even with Minot North, and from there, Century, they pulled away late in the first half. Let's break down the second half scoring as well here as we start the post-game show tonight. Is Minot North kicking off the second half with another goal of their own to equalize at 2-2. It was Logan Ovitt again, 44th minute, second goal of the match for Ovitt right there. But Minot North right back level with Bismarck Century. Looked like this match would really change its momentum there, but Century's defense took over after that. And just 5 minutes after Ovitt netted that second goal, it was Caden Seibel in the 49th, which put Century back up 3-2. The Patriots would add to their lead in the 64th minute with Albert Cortez's second goal of the match. He played a great game today at Sentinel Stadium. Hopefully that injury will heal up quickly as Cortez looks to be an influential part to Century's success here in the second half of the season. But it was Cortez that put Century up 4-2. And Minot North, they weren't done yet. 74th minute, Jaden Marshall adds in his first goal of the match. Makes it a one-goal game again on the free kick for Minot North. Thought it was Reese, but no, it was Jaden Marshall that scored it for the Sentinels. And then Bismarck Century just adds one final, actually they added two final goals to put this one away. It was Dawson Schumacher, which made it 6-3, and skipped over the own goal there for Minot North. Didn't note that one down on Century's side, but it was a pass similarly to Seibel's first goal. It came from Jake Rabenberg to Seibel, went off the left post, and then went just off the foot of Minot North's McLean Roberts for an own goal. But that's 6 goals for the Bismarck Century Patriots today in their win over Minot North. Well, let's get quickly right into our post-game awards, starting with the individual honor. It's the Sport Clips MVP of the match. Sport Clips brings the MVP of this matchup. They're the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. You can check it online with the hairstylists today at sportclips.com or use their very convenient app to get your next haircut scheduled at Sport Clips. As for the MVP, we were floating around the idea of Jake Rabenberg being the MVP today. He didn't score a goal, but he had 2 assists. His defense was very present for Century, roaming the middle of the pitch. Turned that into offense many times, setting up scoring looks for Seibel, like we mentioned, and Albert Cortez as well as the rest of his team. Is a big second half for Century today. I think Rabenberg, the overall presence that he made for Bismarck Century today, I think we were talking about in the second half, a few other candidates made their way in the second half of this match, and that was Cortez from Century. Obviously, Logan Ovitt played a great game for Minot North at the forward position, but Rabenberg going to be your Sport Clips MVP of the match. Those 2 assists and a nice defensive effort as well get the job done for Century today. As for our move of the game, This one brought to you by ServPro with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro bringing the move of the game today. And I think we go back to Jake Rabenberg, who hit Caden Seibel for that first connection of theirs in the second half. One of two assists by Rabenberg to Seibel. It was just a perfect pass. Seibel hit home for the Patriots as they managed to extend their lead on that to 3-2. They'd add the own goal after to go up 4-2, and that's what put the game away for Bismarck Century in their favor. So Jake Rabenberg takes home both of the awards today for his individual performance on offense and defense, and also for his assist to Caden Seibel in the ServPro move of the game. Your final score for the final time today from Sentinel Stadium, it's Bismarck Century 6, Minot North 3. The Sentinels will look to rebound on Saturday against Mandan St. Mary's, and Century looks to carry the momentum of this win into a push towards state tournament qualification. We're just about to reach the halfway point in the soccer season. We have more soccer coming up this weekend on the PSP Network. Join us Saturday afternoon, 3:15, Valvoline and Oil Change pregame show, Bismarck High and Minot High. And also, we wouldn't mind if you didn't skip over the football triple header we have on the schedule for tomorrow, starting at 6. Minot North and Wahpeton right back here at Sentinel Stadium. Until then, I'm Owen Patterson for our great PSP Network crew putting on today's show. Have a good night, everybody.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.